Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to extend the idea of the previous video where we factorized a quadratic trinomial where the coefficient of the x squared term was 1. So I'm going to extend this discussion to quadratic trinomials which have x squared terms with coefficients which are not equal to 1. So in this case, the coefficient of the x squared term is 2. Now, if you haven't watched the previous video about quadratic trinomials, I suggest you go back to that one. So we begin with the same method of finding the factors of the constant of the trinomial. In this case, the constant is minus 15. However, we have to find the factors of the constant multiplied by the coefficient of the x squared term. The reason we didn't have to do this in the first example was because the coefficient of the x squared term was 1. So when we multiplied the constant by 1, we ended up with the same number. The factors of minus 30 are 1 and minus 30, minus 1 and 30, 2 and minus 15, minus 2 and 15, 3 and minus 10, minus 3 and 10, 6 and minus 5, and minus 6 and 5. So like the previous video, now we have to find which factors add to equal to the value of the coefficient of the x term of the quadratic trinomial. So by trying each possibility, we see that if we multiply minus 6 and 5, we get minus 30. And if we add minus 6 and 5, we get minus 1. We can see that minus 1 is equal to the coefficient of the x term in the trinomial. So now we can replace the x term of the quadratic trinomial with each factor being multiplied by x. So by doing this, we end up with 2x squared minus 6x plus 5x minus 15. From this point on, we then have to factorize by grouping. If you don't know how to do this yet, you can watch my previous video where I cover this in detail. So we take 2x as the highest common factor of 2x squared and minus 6x, and 5 as the highest common factor of 5x and minus 15. Then rearranging our grouped expression, we end up with 2x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 3. And this is our answer. So by putting everything together, we ended up with two binomial expressions that represented the trinomial expression that we started off with. As always, we can then multiply out the brackets to check our answer to see if we're correct. Multiplying these brackets out and simplifying, we end up with 2x squared minus x minus 15. So we have proved that factorizing 2x squared minus x minus 15 leaves us with 2x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 3. And as I always say, this is because factorizing is the reverse process of expanding out brackets. So if we re-expand out these brackets, we should end up with the original trinomial that we started off with. So when the coefficient of the x squared term of a quadratic trinomial is not equal to 1, you can use this method. If you enjoy my videos and want to support me, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please consider checking out the playlist section of my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.